Hey Sagittarius, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Okay. We're starting with this Oracle deck for an intuitive vibe, and it's 2 Oracle decks. It's Moonology and Work Your Light. I've been doing it a different way, but this just offered me... This week I've been drawing the cards instead of waiting to see like how many 4,000 cards this deck wants to give me. But just as I was doing it, some initial shuffling, it gave me 4 cards. So we'll take them and we'll move forward. And then after this intuitive start, we'll go to a more traditional tarot spread. Okay, so we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? This is there's some place you're going and you want to go there, but the path isn't very clear. It maybe looked clear at one point, but it's not anymore. This is always my Joseph Campbell quote of something like, if you can see the path before you, if you can see your life path laid out before you, it's not your life path. There are going to be twists and turns. There always are. And whether this is your life path or just like a specific thing that you're doing or something like that, there are going to be some twists and some turns. There always are. So trust your path. You're going to get there, but you've got to figure it out. There's like this no man's land of shifting sands and rivers and all of that. And so things are going to be shifting and moving around, and you're going to have to find your own way through. You may have to get very innovative. It's going to be unique to you. That's what we're talking about here. There's definitely part of this path that's going to be just... You're going to figure it out as you go, but you are going to get there. I mean, you are headed someplace. It's just, don't take the obstacles that come up as obstacles. They're just move around them. They're not here to, nothing here is going to block you. You just have to move around. Okay, the river bed moved. All right, well then we go this way. Okay, the sands here have moved, and now things are shifted around. So you're headed someplace while a bunch of things are shifting around you. So you kind of have to see it as like an obstacle course, or like where things are coming at you and you've got to dodge them and move around them. Don't give up on the path. That's definitely not, we're no blockage here, nothing like that. We're not getting a big no, nothing like that. Don't give up on the path. Just dodging and moving and sort of weaving through some of the obstacles that are being thrown up. You could find it fun, like an obstacle course. I'm going where I'm going, and this is an obstacle course. That's actually would be a really great way to look at just all of life, as some sort of, when you have a goal and you know where you're going, and then there's just these obstacles, and it's an obstacle course, and you can either take it as fun or take it as like, and waste a bunch of your energy that way. I mean, you're just going to respond the way you're going to respond, but consider an option of responding to these obstacles coming up as like, oh, fun. Oop, there's another obstacle and I'm going to dodge that. And then, I don't know if you've done many obstacle courses, but I had a period of time where I had to do quite a few obstacle courses, and it came to be really fun. I felt really proud of myself and proud of my body and proud of my ability to, understand sort of some dynamics, dive for something, just dive for it without, without really thinking about all the little bits and details, but just because the speed is so fast and you're moving so fast, and so the things that come at you and you just respond, it's a nice flow. So adjustments are required. So we're getting, that's what we got with trust your path going forward. Obstacle course, you're going to have to dodge, you're going to have to weave, you're going to have to dive, you're going to have to, your hand's going to go for a handhold, and there's going to be a B on it. So you're going to have to very quickly problem solve, move to the next handhold. You're just going to be moving through this very quickly. Adjustments will be required, but when you're in that flow, when you're understanding sort of life and how these things come at you, and that they're not here to block you, it's just life being life. It's just those, I want to say the punching bags in the room. Is this from Kung Fu Panda? Like the punching, this is like a Kung Fu Panda thing, like, except for you don't get beat up. But anyway, you're adjusting, you're adapting, things are coming at you. You're adjusting, adapting to all these little sort of swinging obstacles coming through you, and you're dodging and jumping over them. And so adjustments, that's what it is. You want to run straight towards your goal, but there's going to be a lot of like moving things, moving parts. I see a lot of moving parts here, if that isn't clear. Already I'm getting a very clear vibe of moving parts, shifting things, and having to dodge and weave through this obstacle course. Okay, then we have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So, and then this is coming in with me with the Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher, asking for help when you need it. You've asking for help from any sort of team, work, family, friend, support team, asking for help from teachers. If it is very Kung Fu Panda, I feel like, you know, because he knew what he loved, and there were all these obstacles. I mean, this is basically, and then we start off with Joseph Campbell, who is about the storytelling archetype. So this is about like you going someplace, and then these archetypical story devices coming in to get you to question your path, get you to redirect on it, the obstacles coming up. But this is about don't let pride get in your way. Ask for help. Ask for help when you need it. You've got, you know, you've got snake and tiger and praying mantis here to help you, and even Master Shifu, he's here to help you. So you can ask for help. You're not like just gonna do this out on your own, which it maybe feels like at the beginning, but man, there is so much Kung Fu Panda in my head right now. So one of my favorite movies of all time, animated or not. But asking and accepting and receiving help when you need it. Do not let pride get in your way. You've got a lot of obstacles and a lot of adjustments on your way. So, hey, reach out, ask for help. That's really difficult to do, but at least accept it when it's offered, right? Accept the help when it's offered. Find a teacher, maybe someone to help you navigate some twists and turns. Some of this stuff, I'm thinking of an obstacle course again. Some of this stuff, your body may not be used to doing it. Your spirit may not be used to moving like this. So if you need to get help, please do find a teacher. Because, you know, we're not all born here with every skill we could possibly ever need for every eventuality that life is going to offer us. So we need to, you know, go get a Master Shifu. We have to go get a sensei, somebody to show us the moves for these adjustments. And these can be emotional moves for adjustments, or professional life coaching, professional coaching, coaching, physical trainer kind of thing for whatever you want to do. You know, you weren't necessarily born with every piece of knowledge and information that you'll need to make all these adjustments. So we have Coreopsis here. Always joyful. Write it in your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Ralph Waldo Emerson. So deciding to be excited about your life, deciding to be joyful about it. And that's what I was thinking about this, seeing this as an obstacle course that is actually a little bit fun to do, and you're feeling good. And even when you do find a teacher, even when you do need to reach out, even to books or internet or YouTube teachers, there's a lot of really cool teachings on YouTube. So even when you do, make it a dance, make it joyful. This doesn't have to be like, obstacles. Blah. It's going to be like, whoo, obstacle, coronavirus, whoo, things shut down, whoo, having to work from home. Like we can, when we can, we should embrace that. When we can view the obstacles life is throwing up at us. When we can view it as more of a dance than a work. That seems to be coming up a lot lately with all of these readings, is there's a sense of needing to bring some play into the drudgery, needing to approach life as more of a dance, as more of a a fun obstacle course that you would do for pleasure with some friends, rather than this constant struggle, a test you didn't study for quite as well as you should have. Not that heaviness, but bringing some lightness here, and that's what I'm seeing here. And always joyful. This is about waking up and loving your life unconditionally. It's never going to be perfect. You cannot wait until it's perfect to enjoy yourself, because you never will. So, all right. So moving on to the Golden Tarot for our more traditional spread. Sagittarius, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. All right. Oh, and fascinating. Very fascinating. Okay, there might be some money things going on here, physicality things. There could be something really actually very physical. So we have, you know, we deal with our emotions, our relationships. We deal with our thoughts, our communications. We deal with our inspiration, our ideas, our intuition. And then we have, you know, what's funny is in the tarot, it's 1/4 of the minor arcana. It's 1/4 deals with the physical reality. 3/4 deals with the mind, the heart, the soul. 3/4 of the tarot, and then we just have 1/4 dealing with manifestation and actual physical manifestation here. So there's a lot, though, that we're talking about something in the physical world, in the 3D manifestation here. In your recent past, you have this Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords is about the end of pain, end of a painful cycle, end of difficulties. There could have been some very harsh communications that were very painful. This does often come off to me as a verbal abuse card. So the good news is that the dawn is coming. The dawn has come, and your assailant has run out of swords. But it is a sense of having been stabbed in the back, very painful, but it's come to an end. It's over. This is as many swords as that can be stabbed in your back. The assailants have left. The night is over and the dawn is coming. There is this dog sort of barking at you menacingly still, but it's just almost a memory and a vestige of what's gone on before. So being in a very low place, having some sort of descent, having descended to a very low, difficult, and painful place. This is no mountaintop view. This is no vista. This is having been laid very low and in a very painful place. But it is the completion. Some sort of event or issue or something that was very painful has completed. All that's left is the healing and the healing. In your current situation, you have 3 of coins. So this is about teamwork. Oh my gosh. Yes, right? Teamwork. Pulling people together. Every person has their skills. They're all well suited for their skills. Getting the team together. I'm seeing Buffy the Vampire Slayer now. And well, we can still stick with Kung Fu Panda. The team is finally coming together to build something beautiful, to create a safe place for people to feel a sanctuary, right? Here's 3 of coins. They're all working together. They're all doing their own individual jobs. And they're all secure in who they are and in what skills that they bring. One of the things, we all have limited time here and limited energy, so therefore our skill sets all need to be limited, right? Specialized. So we pull in other specialists to do the things that we have not specialized in. So the plumber is going to work with pipes and plumbing, right? But in order to have built that expertise, he had to make choices about what he spent his time on and what he spent his mental energy on. So the plumber hopefully knows a good electrician. The electrician hopefully knows a good therapist, because each person has to spend their time and energy on certain things and becoming specialized and expertised. So then you rely on other people that have spent their time doing other things, and it's this lovely mutual support situation. So that's where you're at. You could be assembling a team, working with a team, working with a group of people where everyone seems to know what they're doing. everyone has has specialized, has an expertise. I know I did not do that. I don't know why, but that was not my path. It's specialized expertise. It is becoming my path, but it has not been so far. A jack of all trades, master of none has been sort of my path so far. So so I do envy people with an expertise at this point in life. It would be really nice, I think. Inner strength. In your inner landscape, you are having to employ a lot of patience, a lot of strength. It feels like an infinite amount of patience. We have things here that are raring to go, excited to move into the next phase, but they're having to hold back, having to pause here. So it looks like part of your recovery from this wounding has been finding people that support you and help you. And you could be helping them too. It doesn't have to be just a receptive mode. It could be a mutual give and take here. And then in your hopes and fears, you may be really struggling with having to have the inner strength and having to have the inner patience to wait for something. Well, you're headed somewhere and there's these obstacles that keep popping up here. And adjustments, and you would like to just go, so you can see it, you can see where you're going, you'd like to just go straight there, and yet you're having to deal with all these obstacles. Again, we're talking about joyful, feeling like it's a dance, it's play, it's an obstacle course that you elected to do. So nobody chooses to be born, but yeah, at the same time I do kind of feel like we do choose-ish, a little-ish. And so then we have Six of Swords here. Not leaving, you may not be able to leave a situation that's been painful. So normally this is like, I'm out of here. This sucks. I'm leaving this party. I don't like it, and I'm moving on to something else. I don't even know where, and I don't even care where, but I'm done with where I'm at right now. So that either is not possible right now or has been elected not to do. This is staying someplace that has been very painful and has been very difficult. It's almost like, okay, the swords are done, but you still are laying on the ground here and not moving forward, not moving on to the unknown, but more or less staying someplace that isn't working. This is why adjustments are required. You're not stuck. You're actually going someplace. You've just had an obstacle put up and you need to move away from it and move on with it. Take the silverware with you. That's the swords. It just looks like knives to me from the knife drawer, and you're taking them with you. But that hasn't happened yet. You might be building a team that helps you move forward, helps you move out, helps you move away from someplace painful, and you may be having to bide your time in order to do that. Strategizing, figuring out how you're going to move forward, and being really excited and anxious to do that, but not yet being able to do that. You could just be building the team that's building this boat that's going to move you forward. But you either haven't chosen to do this yet, or you're not quite ready to move away from something that's causing you pain. In your current situation, we have Page of Coins. Page is going to be learning. Coins are going to be about, again, something physical, money, school, work. It could be anything physical, a home, a car, learning about something, beginning something, coming to some sort of understanding, realization about maybe sort of a financial situation, and getting some clarity on that, understanding that a lot better, and learning about maybe budgeting, maybe money, maybe who has what money. In some ways, this almost reminds me of like a divorce situation where someone's trying to leave, but just as an example, a metaphor, someone's trying to leave and is having to, sort of figure out the finances of it and figure out and assemble a team of lawyers and therapists to help with the whole process. So that could be a metaphor for something, or probably somebody here is going through something like that. So figuring out the finances maybe of being able to move on. Maybe it's even just wanting to move out of the house that you're in, and you keep having these obstacles, and you'd like to get a different apartment or a different house, and you're not quite ready to actually make the move. But currently you're learning about money or something like that, or it could be work, or you're learning it, or you're just learning about getting a different job or something like that. So something has in your environment has begun that's causing you to, this could also be someone in your environment that is a student, that is just learning something, that is figuring something out, how to make something happen, how to manifest something, how to bring something forward. Your to-do list has me slightly confused here. We have 5 of coins. This is, what I find interesting here is here we have this team coming together. And then here we have this 5 of coins. This is a place of poverty, a place of realizing, understanding what you don't have, what other people do have. This is being safe in somebody else's home, being safe someplace else. It's not yours. You don't own it. There could be some jealousy here, being jealous of what other people have. So it could be, the 5s are a place of difficult blessings. So there could be a blessing inside this curse here, you know, because he is safe and he is well supported. He has this beautiful support here. He almost doesn't even care about the emotional support. He's more focused on the lack of finance, like he's got shit clothes on and he's not even warm. And so there's a sense of poverty, a sense of lack, a sense of not having what he needs. So maybe it is like, what do you need? What you are assembling a team, what other team members do you need in order to get what you want, in order to go where you want? And it could be, it's looking at what you lack, looking at what's lacking in this situation. And normally I would say, you know, we're talking about being joyful, right? And how is looking at lack and what we lack in a situation joyful? That's not joyful at all. But you're being asked to like look at consequences, look at lacking, looking at the limitations that you have, acknowledging them, and I think finding help to deal with those limitations. Where are you limited? You've specialized in something. What does someone else need to? What specialization are you lacking that you could learn from somebody else? But there is somebody here that's learning. So it has to do with, it could do with work. It could be like coming into a new job and being like, all right, somebody teach me what I'm doing here and how to do this job, you know, because you are looking for teachers. And so in order to look for a teacher, in order to look for your team, you kind of need to know where you're lacking and what team members you don't have and what you don't know, and understanding all that you don't have yet. So there is a sense of looking at what you don't have right now, I think, and not being too proud to see that you don't have something, and not being too proud to ask for it, and not being too proud to find a teacher that's going to teach you and show you what you need. So it feels like your team may be lacking a certain member, and you need to take some sort of assessment here and figure out what you're lacking, because you need to make some sort of adjustment. So this isn't about being miserable. I think it's just about an obstacle of possibly like, I don't know about that. I don't have that. I don't know. And then once you acknowledge that, then reaching out to fill that void. But first, I think you have to look into the void and see what you don't have. That's your to-do list. See what's missing here. What's missing in this situation? And then you have the Fool energy. This is, if you've been postponing this situation of moving on, you have the Fool energy who is going to leap into the darkness and as a matter of faith, seeing the possibilities of where this could go, seeing the possibilities of where they could end up. But it is a leap of faith. You're going to be looking at what you don't have and then making a leap of faith, possibly to connect with someone that does have what you need, to connect with a teacher, a guru, somebody that is going to have what you need. But you're going to go into a place of being able to now take a leap of faith. Okay, I see what I don't have, and now I need to leap forward into what I do have. It may not turn out perfectly. It may not be exactly what I wanted, but I am going to leap into the future, into the unknown, into the darkness as a matter of faith and intuition. Something's going to come in here and let you know which direction to go. And then your job is to be like, all right, this path is blocked. I need to adjust. I need to move. And you're going to take like a leap of faith to the left as the little obstacle comes in at you. Oh, lovely. Getting on your path, but it's a little bit wild. Call of the wild divine. Divine wildness requires openness to all of who we are rather than just parts that seem proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled, or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, our bodily intuition. This is knowing without knowing how you know. Trust what you feel at that deeper level, and then you can respond to those messages of wisdom. This is what I was saying with this Fool card. You're going to have to trust something and that you know on a deeper level and respond to it. All right. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes.